In today's tutorial, I'm going to talk about a brand new Divi feature called Extend Styles. Today's episode is made possible by divicake.com. Check out the huge selection of Divi themes, layouts, and plugins. The link is in the description below. So the feature we're taking a look at today is called Extend Styles, and this allows you to take any customized style and extend it throughout the page or specific items in different locations. So let me show you exactly how this works. Okay, so before we get started, I have a bonus for you if you buy Divi using my affiliate link. So the link to that is in the description below. So if you buy Divi using my affiliate link, I will give you access to my full course. My course is called Divi Blueprint 3. This course teaches you everything that you need to know about Divi and also how to design websites. We even have a project which shows you step by step how to create a 5-page website. So go ahead, use the link in the description below and get access to that bonus. And also, if you're new to web design, I also have a WordPress course, which I'm giving away absolutely free. It's called WordPress Mastery. Again, the link to that is in the description below. Let's get started. Okay, so over here on my computer, I'm logged into my admin dashboard. So the first thing you want to do is to create a brand new page. But before we do that, we need to make sure that we're running the latest Divi update. So you can go ahead and click here where it says updates, and that should show you if you have any updates. So in my case, I have all my themes all up to date. Right, so let's create a brand new page. So I'm going to come over here, click on add new. So I'm just going to call this Extend Styles. Click on use the Divi builder, and then we're going to go ahead and use the visual builder. Right, so now to speed up things, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by just creating a new pre-made layout so that it saves me time to create, these layouts from scratch. Okay, so now that I have this in place, I'm just going to go ahead and choose any layout here. So I'm just going to go with this web agency layout pack. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on use this layout. So this will take a moment to load, and I advise that you use this technique if you want to build pages fast. Great. So now my layout is now uploaded and it's ready to be worked on. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and make some adjustments and then show you how this feature works. Right. So the first thing I'm going to do is to come over here and then go into the settings, module settings. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of the font in here. So I'm going to click here on this brush tool, and then over here, I'm just going to change the color of that. Now that I have the color, let's say I want to quickly apply this color that I've just created over here to the branding and the development. Now, before I use this feature here, we would actually need to go in and either copy and paste or change the color individually. So this now makes it easier with this new feature called Extend Styles, because I can just come over here to body text color, right click on it, click on body extend. Click on that, and now we have this Extend Styles now open. So here it allows you to add this color now. Okay, now if you take a look here, this is what we're extending. This is the body text color. So we can extend it throughout the whole page, which means everywhere where there is a body text color of this color, it will be applied. So that means all these places here. Okay, but that's not what we want to do, because we want to be very specific. So right now we have blurbs chosen. So I'm just going to say on this row. Okay, so this will apply to just this row. So I'm going to click extend and then check out what happens. Okay, now the color has been changed. So now this allows you to work really, really fast. As you can see, it has saved me quite a lot of clicks in going in and making those specific changes. So what I'm going to do quickly here is I'm just going to go back here, change this to white. In fact, I'll just change it to how it was before. Now let's do something a bit different. So I'm just going to close this for now. Over here, let's say I want to change this font. Okay. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to go into, in fact, let's use something different now. Okay. So I'm going to click here into my gear icons to go into my text settings. So we can see here we have this title. So we don't show what this title is, but if you want to know which title this is, if you just click here, you can see now it's set to heading 2. The other way of knowing which heading style it is, or heading type it is, you can just come over here to design and then click here on this little brush tool and this will tell you it's H2. Right. So let's say we want to change this heading 2, any instance of heading 2 on our page, we want to change it into something different. Okay. So I'm going to come over here and let's say we want to change the color. So let's change the color to maybe this. Okay. And then we also want to reduce the size. So we're going to reduce the size to maybe about 34. And then we're also going to change the font to Poppins. Select my font. And now you can see that the font has changed, but it's not a big difference. And then over here, in fact, I'll just leave this as it is. Right. So now that I've changed this, I'm going to go ahead now and I need to apply the styles. Okay. So I'm going to come over here to H2 font, right click, and then extend this font. So I'm going to extend it either to all text throughout this page. So as you can see, this is the heading 2 font, and this is very important because you need to take a quick look here on the top and just so that you know what you're extending. So right now we're extending H2. So all instances of the heading 2 is going to be changed to the new font, which is Poppins. So I want this to happen throughout the whole page. So I'm going to click on extend. And now when we scroll through, you'll notice that everywhere where there is a heading 2 like that has now been changed. See? Great. So let's say I want to change the color of our heading 2. I'm just going to save this and then I'm going to go back into my module settings. So let's say this time I want to change the color. Right. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click here so I can go directly. So right now it's the this dark gray. I'm going to change that. Let's use this one here as my color. So now to apply this color throughout the whole page on the heading 2s, I'm going to right click, extend heading 2 text color, and then I can say throughout the page, all text. Okay, extend. Right, now let's scroll and see if that has worked. There we go. So there it has changed. There it has changed as well. There as well. So as you can see, everywhere where heading 2 has been used, this color has now changed. So as you can see, this actually makes you really work fast when you're designing your page, because this could be also a case where you have a wireframe where you've just structured where you want your content to go. But now it's time now to add your fonts, your colors, and so on. So this is where you can go in now and specifically add those things that you want to add. So let me do something different here. I'm just going to save this for now. And then I am going to add a box shadow to this. So I'm going to come into my module settings, click on design, and then I'm going to come over here to box shadow. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one right here. Right, so now I've added my box shadow right there. You can see that gray. So let's say you want to add a box shadow to other elements on this page. So all you have to do is to right click over here where it says box shadow, extend box shadow. Okay. And then I can say extend throughout the page, extend to all blurbs. Now here's the thing. If I click this drop down, I can actually search for specific items. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, we have this video, right? So we can see that we don't have a shadow on this video. So let's add our shadow onto the video, right? So you can see here, when I started typing, it says now all videos. So I'm going to select that. And then I'm going to click on throughout this page and then click on extend. And there we go. Now I have a box shadow. Okay. So this is how you can apply these styles onto pretty much anything. So once you've created the style, you can apply that style onto any module, section, or row. Okay, so let's do something else different. I'm going to do an animation this time. So let's say I'm going to click on my module settings, and then now I'm in my text settings. So this time I want to add an animation to this. So all the way down here to the bottom, I'm going to choose a slide, but I want it to slide up. Okay, like that. And I may want to do some adjustments here on the intensity. Okay, so I think I'm happy with that. So now I can right click on my animation style, click on extend animation style. Now I can choose where I want this to be. All right, so we can also have it here on the blurb. So let me specifically add this to the blurbs. Okay, so I'm going to search for blurb. Okay, throughout this page. So you can choose this section, this row, this column. So I'm just going to leave it as it is because throughout this page only has these 3 blurbs. Okay, so I'm going to click extend, save that. So now if I publish and refresh my page, you'll notice that that animation will be now applied to these blurbs. And let's say you want to work on this button. So you can come over here to your module settings and then click on design. So let's say you want to change the button color. So I'm going to change that color. So I'm just going to make it a bit dark like that. Okay. So now you can right click, extend button background color. And then you can say throughout this page, all buttons, and then all your buttons on this page will have that specific color. So I'm just going to hit extend. And then now you can see the color has changed. So as you can see, these extend styles are very, very powerful. You can apply these as you're designing your website and it saves you a lot of time. The possibilities are endless. Today's episode is made possible by divicake.com. Check out their huge selection of Divi themes, layouts, and plugins. The link is in the description below. Okay, so that's all I have for you in today's video. Thank you very much for watching and don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell notification. By doing so, you'll be notified whenever I release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching and see you soon.